some call it. Cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets the give. That's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Gore. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job.
Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Looking to throw, it's Jolly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it, fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Castellanos. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. Creates a little space. Touchdown, Aggie! He would not be denied.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over UCF. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the 1st play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 20.
quarterbacks, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they do. They've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss to the outside. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Dropping back, it's Jolly. Got his man quickly. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Texas A&M going quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Takes the handoff. It's Castellanos. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays for him.
It's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They want to throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on third down trying to generate a touchdown.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking for a man. It's Jolly. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to get him down.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Fitted in the window for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Back to throw, it's Jolly. Under fire. Finds a crease at the 20. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes a connection. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. Off-play action on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Jolly. Here comes the heat. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have to.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Looking to pass. It's Jolly. Got his man downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You talk about changing the game. The offense better know where he is on every single play. You talk about putting your fingerprints all over the game. The last 2 weeks, 3 sacks last week, his 3rd today. That is a season for some people.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Texas A&M going up tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Right out trying to get it in. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Noles. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Down, 55 feet.
Looking to throw, it's Jolly. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggie! Extra point here will tie the game. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Still on his feet at the 35. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game.
There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Both of of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to focus on yourself, keep executing, because you've been lighting up the scoreboard.
And defensively, heck, you might as well be aggressive. All you got to do is get one turnover, get the ball back to your offense, because your offense has been great all day long.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air, it's Jolly. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. There he goes. Oh, what a move. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Gore. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. It's still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Jolly. Throws to the wideout. got his man to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Texas A&M going quickly. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it up to 33. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Jolly. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch. They now take the lead.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On the move is the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air. It's Gore. Fires to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I got to have it?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the left. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but fourth and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
Under fire. Complete downfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Gore. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.